afternoon, everyone. The Bermuda Pacers Track Club welcomes you, the media, here today to introduce to you and Bermuda, via the media, the Bermuda Pacers Track Club Hall of Fame. The Bermuda Pacers Track Club Hall of Fame is being established to honor outstanding persons, living or deceased, who have gained prominence and have made substantial contributions on behalf of themselves and Bermuda in the sport of track and field. The inaugural event will be held on April 29th at the Royal Hamilton Diggy Club from 2 to 4 p.m. followed by a light reception. The dress will be semi-formal. Tickets are $35 and can be purchased online at www.eventsbermulist.com or call 337-0088. Now let me introduce you to the chairperson of our Hall of Fame committee, Mrs. Sharon Wilkinson, who will announce our inductees for the Hall of Fame 2017. Mrs. Wilkinson.
Good afternoon. My name is Sharon Wilkinson, and we have been selected as the committee to select our first inductees into the Hall of Fame. I was the chairperson. Our secretary was Gail Scott. Other members, Lloyd Van Putten, Shaquita Parsons, and Albert J. Donovan. The criteria to select our inductees is as follows. They had to be a member of Bermuda Pacers for a number of years. They must have competed at the East Coast Blunt Invitational and received medals at those meets. And they must have represented Bermuda at the international level, either CARIFTA, Junior CAC, IAF, indoor or outdoor meets, CAC games, and the Olympics. The committee selected 7 individuals for the first inaugural event. Those athletes are Terry Lynn Painter, Leslie Rooks, Terrence Armstrong, Devon Bean, Albert J. Donovan, Kevin Smith, and Brian Wellman. Each of these athletes have received medals at a higher level. I'll give you a short synopsis for Terry Lynn. She started her track career in 1985, and her first blunt meet was in 86. She competed at her first CARIFTA games in 87, winning a medal in CARIFTA, and she has, in javelin, she has competed internationally at CARIFTA games, Junior CAC, Junior Worlds, and Pan Am games. Leslie Rooks started Pacers at the age of 14. At her first East Coast, she placed 4th in the discus. However, once she competed at the CARIFTA games, she won gold medals and silver medals. And Leslie, while at high school, she received the Denton Hurdle Memorial Trophy. Terrence Armstrong, he started in 83, competed at East Coast from 85 to 88. He competed at the Junior CAC, Senior CAC, Commonwealth Games, and he has won 3 Bermuda 24 May marathon titles. Devon Bean, Bermuda sprinter. He started Pacers at 83. His first CARIFTA was at a young age, at 12. He is the first and only Bermudian to be inducted into the East Coast Gold Medal Hall of Fame. And he also has competed at CARIFTA, Pan Am Games, CAC, and the Olympics. Albert J. Donovan, he joined the Bermuda Pacers in 82. At his first East Coast in 84, he won silver medals in the 11 to 12-year-old boys. He represented Bermuda in the CARIFTA, CAC, IAAF cross-country championships, and he is Bermuda's he won 11 times at the Bermuda National Cross-Country Championships. Kevin Smith, he started Bermuda Pacers in 76. He competed at his first East Coast in 79, and he competed until 83. He's competed at CARIFTA Games, the NACAC Cross Country Championships, and he has won Bermuda's marathon title for 24th of May on 9 occasions. Last but not least is Brian Wellman. He started Bermuda Pacers in 1983. In 85, he won his first medal at the East Coast in triple jump. He has participated in Carifta, Indoor and Outdoor Worlds, CAC, and of course the Olympics. And Brian has been named 5 times Bermuda's Athlete of the Year.
We've been putting it together over the past 18 months, 12 to 18 months, trying to pull this together. The idea came up, because this is our 35th anniversary year, and we thought we need to do something significant to help educate the public about Pacers and what they're all about, and the benefits of Bermuda Pacers and track and field and athletes and what it's done for our athletes. So we figured if we create a Hall of Fame, people will be able to see some role models that are in assistance around them today, particularly to help motivate the young athletes so they can actually grab the vision that if I do well in track, I do well in academically, I can get a scholarship, get a tour, and turn out to be good citizens as the examples they have in front of them. The criteria, that was all left up to the Hall of Fame committee. There are little guidelines from the executive, but I must say thank you to them for a job I believe is well done, pulling this all together.
You want to speak? Yeah. We'll start with youngest Kevin.
I am young. I'm a fraud.
Kevin, you've been inducted into the Pacers Hall of Fame. Your thoughts on receiving such an honor?
That was always great to know that, we're taking time out to acknowledge our athletes over the years. Timely, probably long overdue, but it's excellent, it's exciting, I'm very honored that it's been acknowledged and that, we'll go on to be, put out there where the up-and-coming youth can actually look back and see who was, who in the day in each different individual event. Yeah, the Pacer days I remember was hot. It's funny, but my greatest memory was probably not on my event, but I remember a young gentleman by Jay, not Jay Donovan, but another Jay who actually, was experiencing heat exhaustion. You remember that event? It just didn't make the band. He just ran straight, So that's the only memory I really have, That overshadowed everything. That was so funny as a young kid, All right, thanks.
Obviously, now you're giving back in coaching, but your experience with the Pacers has brought you to what?
Well, the Pacers actually helped to ground me very early between Cal Deal and Cal Simons getting together and getting me up here to the track. So it helped to ground me and keep me focused on and not getting me in any trouble. My earliest memory will probably be when I went to the East Coast and broke the record, and Simons told me, I think you can break the record today. I said, sure, Simons. And when I broke it on the first throw and just lost everything. And then he's like, relax, you could do it again. So that's what I do remember from East Coast, and I think that was at Tulsa. So that was quite a while ago. I don't even think that they're anymore. So, but Pacers has definitely was a great experience, and it's good for the kids.
How do you feel about the youngsters coming through the program now in terms of talent and what advice would you like to give them?
The only advice I could give them is that don't get caught up in the glorious sports, the cricket and football, because track and field definitely offers you a lot more, and I just wish I focused a little bit more on track and field.
A vertically challenged man asking about vertical. Anyway.
You might
out of time, though.
Brian, another one, another checklist, paces.
Well, it's the beginning, isn't it? It's the, the start, basically. So internationally, it was great, fun. You talk about memories and everything else. I think that's where it kicked off, and basically I built my life around it from there forward. It was a place you want to be. People with like ventures. People, all my meeting everybody again. It's, brings back memories, and just an environment you love to be in.
What did you take from your experience here at Paces to your career?
I mean, it's a situation that I think you don't realize it when you're beginning at Paces as to where the sport could take you, and but same principles when it comes to the track. The runways, the boards in the same spot. The runway is no different. Not to get caught up in terms of who you're competing against. I know Mr. Simons tell you that my year I won East Coast. I jumped against because you had that borderline of people who were in college, and the guy was a collegiate, freshman who come back to compete at East Coast, and he was, like, oh man, this guy's. He looked impressive in warm up, but same thing. Mr. Simons is like, hey, do what we do in practice. You've been working out all this time, doing what we, and you go out there and execute. You don't get so caught up in what somebody else looks like in warm up and what people are talking about and all that kind of stuff. So stay in your lane, stay focused. Track and field, not about you directly competing against the other person in terms of my skill set or your skill set. Can I beat you or that kind of thing? Execute your race or your performance, your jump, and then they measure it or pull out the stopwatch and see who ends up being the best. So, when you break it down to the simplest of form, then that's what the thing I guess I could transfer from Paces all the way to World Champs.
You started facing yourself, becoming a 5-time athlete of the year. Radar even like that bar there.
Not to belittle that award, athlete of the year to me wasn't something that I wished to achieve. I was looking more like, I guess this is my ultimate goal from start out, world champ, world record holder, Olympic gold medalist, world record holder. So at the top of the list, basically knock off all the biggest ones you wish to go for and try to get there. So locally, that didn't take you long to be the best in Bermuda. So that wasn't a massive goal of mine, but I was trying to be the best in the world. I mean, I got early exposure that I was at the first World Juniors, and then basically that's the best in the world. My age group made the finals, made top 8. So I'm thinking, these are the best guys in my age group, but we all grow together, compete against each other. If I'm the best now, if I keep working at it, why can't I be the best as a senior? So that was my goal more than anything else.
You were one of the top jumpers in the world at the time. What's your highlight at your international career? Any regrets about something that didn't quite
Indoor Worlds, obviously World Championship record, had it for 9 years. Barcelona Indoor Worlds, that's highlight of my career, I would say. No regrets, really. When I look back at it, I applied myself to the best of my ability with what I had to, the things that were dealt to me. Made the most out of whatever I had. We complain about not having I didn't have this rubberized surface. It was a grass track. You ran the other way. You just deal with what you have and try to become great at with the environment in which you work on. So, and that's it's kind of funny because that's one of the things that I promised I made to myself way back when. When I get to this position where I am now, no what ifs, and I don't have any.
And giving back for quite a number of years.
This past year and a half, I haven't been working on a project of my own, actually trying to get some stuff done. When I get that done and get up on my feet in that aspect, then yeah, I'll give anybody who wants to learn to pass on the information, because that's always the goal, to get a kid or young man or young woman to have the information early enough so when their body becomes in the ultimate peak shape, your knowledge will match your physical age. So your mental age and physical age, you need to try to understand what you're doing And to be the best you can be is a combination of both, not just a physical component. My squats are good enough.
Let me sorry, no problem.